Okay, well, good morning. So thank you guys for joining me again for day 4, and I'm loving the commitment that I'm seeing for folks. And I hope throughout the past couple of days you've started to get a sense of how pranayama can be helpful in reducing stress, calming your body and mind, and even enhancing your yoga practice. So when done regularly, it's really one of the things that we can do that almost doesn't take all that much effort, but it has a lot of benefits. And again, you only need to make about 5 or 10 minutes for it in the morning, and it's really great if you want to follow your meditation right by that, because again, it still helps to settle our mind and our body, getting us ready for meditation. So yesterday we learned a little bit about the Ujjayi breath. So that's the oceanic breath, or also called the victory breath. And that's really great for yoga practice, and generally for the type of yoga that we do, if you do yoga with me, that's the type of breath we use. I often don't talk about it in class so much because I don't want to spend that much time, although I think I am going to talk about it in one of our upcoming classes, just so everybody has that knowledge of what type of breath to use. And the great part about Ujjayi is it really increases oxygen levels, but it also simultaneously calms down our nervous system. And when we're in powerful poses and things are starting to get uncomfortable, or wondering when this is going to be over, that's when it's a really great opportunity to come back to your breath, practice your Ujjayi breath, and you'll start to notice that you start to cultivate a lot more power, energy, and just stability and calmness. So that's really a great breath for your practice, but it's also a great breath just to do in the morning to start energizing you, like after you wake up before your meditation. And again, I will post all of these videos, so if you missed yesterday or if you want to practice, Ujjayi is one that's probably best learned through practicing because it's a little bit difficult to explain, and I found other teachers saying the same thing. But once you get started, eventually it starts to click. Like I said, we can talk about these things, we can read about these practices, but unless we're actually doing them, they're not going to have that much more effect, and we're not going to be able to learn them. So today we have a fun breath planned. So this is called Bhramari breath, or also Bumblebee breath. So this is going to be a great breath for when you're feeling overwhelmed, or maybe there's like a lot of sensory stimulation and you kind of want to turn back inward, when you want to cultivate a sense of calm or release negative energy. So I'm going to go into the details of how we practice this, but right now I just want you to know that it's going to be a humming breath. We are going to be making an audible sound, so maybe if you're in close quarters with anyone, you might just want to let them know that you're going to be humming, so you might get a few odd glances, but that's okay. And we're also going to be doing this in and out through our nose. So I wanted to take a moment here just to talk about breathing through our nose. So I've recently learned, and I have always known that breathing through your nose was healthier for you, but I actually didn't realize how much healthier it is for you. So when we breathe in and out through our nose, both inhale and exhale, we increase the nitric oxide levels in our body. And these have tons of benefits. So it increases blood pressure, blood flow, it improves our immune defense, and it enhances memory and learning, promotes a healthy digestive tract, and these are just a few of the things. And it reduces risk of heart attack, heart disease, stroke, and many more diseases and things that we would like to try to avoid. So I'm also going to send you guys an email this afternoon with just some resources to learn a little bit more about breathing through your nose and increasing nitric oxide levels. So I think a lot of us think that we do breathe through our nose, but I think when we're sleeping or when we're deep in thought, you might notice that you're breathing through your mouth a little bit more. Now you might also see some meditations have you inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. That's probably fine. I don't see that as much with like more traditional meditations. I see that with the newer ones, and that's not going to hurt you. So if you're doing a meditation that's requiring you to do that, but just know that many of the more traditional ones, it's generally breathing in and out through the nose. And even when you're not meditating or not practicing yoga, just going about your daily business, just try to be conscious of how you're breathing and see if you can breathe in and out through your nose and maybe even out the inhales and exhales. And that's really what this practice is about too. We're learning these breathing techniques, but we don't have to be on our cushion, or it doesn't have to be for the 5 or 10 minutes. We can really use some of these breathing throughout our day to really increase our oxygen levels and to feel a little bit more calm. So I am going to send you guys out those resources just to see if you're interested, because I do find it fascinating that that's something simple that we can do that really can improve our health. So now back to the breath we're going to be practicing today. And we're also going to lead right into an open awareness meditation after this breath. So that's the same meditation we did yesterday, where rather than focusing on the breath, we just let everything come and go. So remembering that your mind is this clear blue sky, thoughts, sound, physical sensations, smells, they're all the same. They're all just coming through our consciousness. So we'll let them come through, but we'll also try to find those glimpses of blue. And eventually, with enough practice in meditation, the blue parts start to get a little bit bigger. But we're going to ease right into open awareness. So again, this meditation, it might seem a little awkward for you at first, but have fun with it. You can alert anyone who is in the same room with you what you're going to be doing. So how we're going to do this is we're going to close your eyes with our fingertips, and then we're going to close our ears with our thumbs. Don't close your ears yet because I'm not finished explaining. And we're going to inhale and exhale throughout our nose. So you can just start doing that. Or maybe just start coming in, starting to focus on your breath. And then on your exhale, you're just going to start humming, making a noise like a bumblebee. So, and then when you're ready, you'll inhale and just start over again. So don't exhale for so long that you're gasping for breath. Just exhale and then inhale. And then on each exhale, you're going to be humming. But try to do it so it's comfortable. Again, you don't want to be gasping or taking too long. And also just see if you can make the sound just soft and steady and comfortable. Now, you don't have to block your eyes and ears. That's generally recommended because it helps you to feel the vibration a little bit more. And also it can be a nice respite just from all of the activity and all of the stimuli that we're encountering from a day-to-day basis. But if it just feels too awkward for you, try just with the hands in the lap, closing the eyes, and then humming. So your hands might even get a little bit tired, but we're just going to do this for a couple of moments. So I'm going to start with you, but then I'm not going to make an audible hum because I don't want that to distract you guys from your own humming. And remembering, you're all on mute, so I can't hear you. So hum away. You're not going to interfere with one another. Like I said, I'm going to start, but then I will stop. You guys keep going. I just don't want my humming to distract you. So you can try it with the hands on the eyes, blocking the ears. when you're ready, you can start to release your hands. And maybe you let go of the humming, but you can keep your eyes closed. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I didn't consider that prior to planning this lesson, that you might still be humming. But we will take a moment, keeping the eyes closed. Maybe just take a moment to see the vibration that you created, how that feels in the body. Even what that does to your awareness now. So my eyes are closed, but it seems really bright. I also feel like I have a better sense of some of the subtleties around me, and the creaks and the noises outside. So now we'll transition right into our open awareness meditation. If you want, you can take a few moments to focus on your breath, but if you feel settled after that pranayama, we're just going to be completely open and aware of anything that enters our consciousness, without attaching or fixating on anything. And I really do love that metaphor that just our mind is the blue sky. Anything at all, whether it's a thought, a sound, a physical sensation, those are just items floating into our consciousness, just like a cloud, and they'll also float away if we don't engage with them. And if you find that you've started to engage with a thought or other sensation, remembering that's perfectly normal. Our minds were made to think. That's what they do. Maybe start by bringing the focus back to the breath. And once you feel steady, you can just open up again. Just letting things come and go. And you might start to realize you don't have any control over really what comes through your consciousness. Just like you don't have control over the sounds or the smells, you also don't really have control over the thoughts. But you do have control over whether you continue to engage with them. It's particularly helpful to realize this when we find ourselves ruminating over a conversation or lamenting something that had happened. We don't have any control over that initial thought, but we don't have to continue to feed it. Rather than get frustrated, you just consider it's just like a sound or a smell coming into your consciousness and then leaving the same way it came. And for the last minute or so, you can just start completely over, starting right from the beginning. So wherever you were with your meditation, whatever feelings you had about it, and just let them go, starting over. And when you're ready, we're going to start to come out just the same way we came in. So maybe just take a moment, return to the breath, noticing the inhales and the exhales coming back into the body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And you can start to come back. And maybe take a moment just to take a look around, starting to get your bearings. And both the Bhramari breathing and open awareness can really start to get you to feel like very expansive, I guess, in the consciousness is what I'm trying to say. So kind of just coming back into the body. Take a look around, noticing your surroundings. And that was our practice today. So I am going to confirm or make sure that you guys have the appropriate information you need for our last challenge tomorrow. And I'm also going to send you guys a link to an interesting video and an article about nose breathing, just so you can get some of the really physiological health benefits of breathing through your nose. And hopefully today I get a chance to organize these videos and post them on YouTube in case there is anyone that you would like to go back to. So thank you.